Hello, my name is Stephanie and I bring to you Dude Perfect. This is walking through the back of the Dude Perfect facility. Over here they have their basketball court. As a span around, they have a little hockey area. And then more turf sections. So going up these stairs, we are about to see their gym facility. We made it to the top. As you see, they have some pre-core machines. Around, they have what's called an octagon, which has a variety of fitness uses. Come around. And over here, they have a golf simulator, which is also pretty cool. Then go over here, and this is more of their office space where they get some work done. Don't want to sneak over there and bother him, so I won't go too far. But it looks like they are currently working on another project. And this is what the view looks like from more of an aerial. Right now we're getting a tour with the famous Kobe. This is a 360 panoramic of their gym area. We have the octagon very close up right here. And as we come around, we go into more of their cardio equipment and more of their free weight training section. So they have anything you would ever ask for in any gym. As we come around, we have some bands, another pre-core, and then, like we have at Tarleton, the assault treadmill. After the brief tour, we are now heading downstairs to do a few demos on the marathon equipment. So, fun fact, they have been in this building for about 2 years, and every space has its own functionality. So the kids are actually hovering Colby. They're in love with him right now. So if you remember, as you enter the back door, the basketball court was right here. Colby actually told us a story where on the day they opened, there was a mishap and water leaked in this facility for about an hour because they had hoses running from the offices to the back area outdoors. And these boards lasted for less than a day before everything became warped. So just a few months ago, they were able to replace all of this to put in a customized DP logo. Definitely the most funnest facility I've ever toured. Ready? Woo! Go!
Oh! Door, and I'll just walk y'all through it and kind of point out. I'll try to talk loud so you can hear, even if you're in the back of the queue, but I think this is the most fun space for sure, but this is critical. You can go. So as you guys walk past, you can see, so this room right here is a definite work in progress. We're building out a gaming room. So honestly, we're a little behind on the gaming stuff. It's crazy how big that's become. So we're going to build out a little bit of a space where we can kind of test it. We've done some gaming videos, but there's some more that we're planning on doing, and so excited about kind of continue to expand that side of Dude Perfect. So this will be a giant wall with a big projector screen here. We'll have some gaming chairs in the back that we'll sit in and play. Tyler specifically asked for a candy wall on this left side, so this will be like a candy store stack here, so completely opposite of the workouts that happen in the morning. So this should be a fun room once we get it finished. So that's something you'll see as you walk past. This is the conference room. Most boring and most important room probably in the building. So this is where we do a lot of our brainstorming for the videos. So we do staff meetings every Monday. So that's one of my responsibilities is I run staff meeting. And so we go through all the different opportunities that are on the table. If there's a certain athlete that has reached out, we'll talk about whether or not it'd be a good fit for a video. We'll talk to our friends at Nerf and those types of companies that we have cool video partnerships with. And so those kind of things get planned a lot of times in this room or in this middle lobby room up here as we keep walking. So y'all can stick your head in the conference room as you walk by this door. On this wall, we try to keep some kind of a prop from each of kind of the interesting videos or athletes that we've worked with. So you'll see this tennis racket as you walk by. This was my personal racket. And I was doing something, and I turned around, and Serena Williams was signing it during our video shoot. And I was just bittersweet about it because I was really excited that Serena chose my racket, but then I couldn't use my racket anymore. So I had to get a new tennis racket, but that was okay. It was cool that Serena chose it to sign. So this was the guitar that Tim McGraw used to hit the basketball into the goal. Dale Earnhardt. This one's Odell. I think Luke Bryan signed the bow and arrow that we used in that video, Rob Deerdak and some others. So this is some fun stuff to keep. Russell Wilson here. This is my office on your right. You'll notice there's not a lot of trophies in there, guys. Kind of working on that. Yeah. No, we get it.
They're here to remind you.
Did win the most recent fantasy football championship in our group, so that was one I was very proud of.
It's his very first win.
You're right, dude. You're right. Okay, this is a locker room right here. Nothing super exciting, but the lockers are pretty cool. So you don't let the door close on you, but you can kind of peek in there as you guys walk by. So in this room, these are cool if you guys have never seen these before. They're called wood snaps. Is the company that makes them, and it's just wood, and the pictures are printed on them. And we started doing that at our old office, and now we've kept one from any of the cool folks we've had a chance to work with. And so we'll always print one out and put it somewhere in our space. We have had such a good experience with the athletes or celebrities or movie stars or whatever that we've had a chance to film with. That's been a huge blessing that we've had a chance to do that. They're all very normal people. Just a lot of people look at them differently. So we've had a great time working with those guys, and we try to keep some of those in here. If you guys are familiar with the play buttons, YouTube gives out play buttons when you hit different milestones. So this first one is when you have 1 million subscribers, they give you the gold one. And then over there on the table with lots of stuff on it is the diamond play button is for 10 million subscribers. And so we just hit 41 the other day, and so they do another one for 50. There's only one other channel that's been given one so far, so we're getting there. Sometime this year, hopefully, we'll hit that mark, which will be really fun. I'll see the Nerf sign is always fun. That took them, they said, a lot longer to make than they thought it did when they started making that out of darts. So that was quite the project. Right here inside this wall, this is a picture of our very first college backyard. We were starting to collect all the basketballs and goals as we were making the videos. So that's a little bit hectic, as you can see. And this was our first backboard from that very first video, so we just hung on to that. Tyler's dad actually owned the house that we started making the videos at, and when he sold it a few years later, the insurance company asked him if he wanted to replace the roof from the hail damage, and he was faced with a moral dilemma of, do I tell them that it was hail, or do I admit that that was basketball? So he was honest and told them that was basketballs, there's no hail damage in the house, but yes, let's replace the roof. So that was that backyard. Had to get some Texas flair in here with the Texas food. That's our snack closet right there that Pam is guarding, so that's important as well. Here's the world record wall. We did the basketball world record video was what started our kind of journey trying to do the world records. And Guinness World Records, they have been awesome. A crazy stat is they said that when we released the basketball world record video, that next week, I guess everybody was just trying all those basketball world records. They had more world record submissions than they'd ever received, which was pretty cool. So we're trying to fill this whole wall. And we've done a number of videos now. We do them on our overtimes in a little segment called Absurd Records, where we try to break weird world records. So that's been really fun. We've enjoyed that. This is Corey's office. You guys can peek in here. He's stacking up his trophies on his right wall, so y'all can take a look at that. Corey's also sitting in there. plan. So we'll do some Q&A here. Okay? And then what we'll do is we'll take some pictures and sign some stuff if you guys want us to do that. Okay? Does that sound like a good plan? All right. I saw a hand shoot up quick. Oh, the worst injury. That one goes to Corey.
Your pinky's not supposed to look like that.
Forever stay like that.
I've noticed it in so many recent videos. Just when you stand there at the end of the video, you just kind of, that just, maybe other people don't notice it, but it really sticks out to me when I see it.
Which brings up a good would you rather. Would you rather have a Guinness World Record, or and that comes with having a crooked pinky for the rest of your life? Would you do that?
Would you do it, guys?
No. You want your straight pinky. You would do it.
Give the record back.
All the shows and you're good at YouTube. You're all gonna have a movie.
Yeah.
We've talked about a movie. The closest thing to a movie. I'm sorry, I'm eating my lunch right now as well. Is we're getting ready to go on. Yeah. We're getting ready to go on our live tour, and we will be doing a documentary of the whole thing. So that will be probably the closest thing to a movie that we've done yet. But it'll be like a 90-minute to 2 hours, basically documenting the whole trip and the bus and on the road.
That's
and all
something I
that
haven't mentioned to these guys yet. So for the first time ever, if you haven't heard, we are doing a live tour this summer. So we picked 20 cities across the U.S. We just announced it last week which cities we're going to. We'll be going to the Allen Event Center here as the Dallas show is going to be the last show of the summer. So it starts, was it the second week of July?
Yeah, July 11th. Yep.
Second weekend of July. We'll start over in California, work our way across. We're getting a Dude Perfect tour bus and hitting the road. So it should be a lot of fun, but we're doing that like Ty said. We're going to make a documentary about the whole thing so people can see it.
Try to be like a movie.
How did you guys all work? We know you're at A&M, but I mean, how'd y'all all get to be friends? What year was your first video?
Yeah. So Garrett and I went to high school together, right up here in Prosper, actually. And so I'm a year younger than all these guys. So Garrett went to A&M. He met these guys his freshman year down there. So their sophomore year, when I got down there as a freshman, he introduced me to them. We started hanging out, playing basketball at the rec, stuff like that. And then we moved into a house. I guess, y'all's junior year.
Yep.
And then my sophomore year, we moved into a house that my dad actually owned at A&M. And so the four of us lived there. Garrett lived right down the street. He already had a house down the road.
We were too messy for Garrett. He had to keep his distance.
Even if he didn't already have a house, he wouldn't have lived with us anyways, because it was too messy. And so that was back in, I guess that was 2008, and then we posted our very first video. Was it yesterday?
Yeah.
Yesterday was our 10-year anniversary. Wow. So it's crazy. It's I mean, even if you look back like 2 years ago, how far we were, it's just unbelievable to look at the growth the last couple of years, and it's surprising to even us. I mean, it's just every time you think like, okay, man, it's been a good run. This is, surely we're maxed out. Then it's just like something else happens, and we continue to grow, and are very blessed to be able to do this and create videos for a living.
People keep having kids.
Yeah. I guess that will continue.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm hoping that trend continues.
How did y'all go from just like, we're doing this stuff for fun and for people to see to we can create a business out of this? Something that like we can actually do as a full-time deal. How did that even happen?
I think probably what opened our eyes to that more than anything was very quickly as we put out the videos, companies started reaching out wanting to be featured in them. And I mean, that thought had not crossed our mind